Oh, hello. I did it again. So today we're going to be making some maps. Actually wanted to make something different. See what we can make here. Worn technical carpet. I'm mainly just trying to see if anything gives me inspiration. Zen garden, corporate, metal. To make a cool factory. Does feel like a pretty good texture to start out with, at least for a layout. We'll see where it takes us. All right, let's go from here. The king of a factory. It's corporate, human alliance, human fleet, industrial roofs, industrial cargo yard. Hey, Natali, how's it going? I'm making some maps for Dungeons and Dragons. Right now, I'm building things out. I'm thinking about making a factory. Old steel walls, that works. All right, we've got to figure out what the layout's gonna be here of this factory. And what's gonna be sort of unique with it. Let's see. Industrial machines. I'm doing good. Just preparing here. It's hard to have like inspiration on demand, you know? But since I recently started selling maps online, I gotta start making more. So that's what we're doing. Let's see. We've got these metal walls. Look like these would be good on the outside. Alright, maybe I should lay out what I think things are gonna be actually. So what I'll do is up here will be sort of the manager's office. Up here will be the employee break room. There we go. Then out here will kind of be the factory floor. Let's lay things out a little bit here. Kind of like painting a little bit, but it's also a little bit like just layering. Nana's really good at art, and it's funny. I actually learned a lot when she started learning. But a lot of it is like it's like everything in life. The more time and effort you put into something, the better it will be. The more details you pay attention to, the better it will be. You know, you can have somebody throw an egg into a pan, burn it, toss it out in 5 seconds. That's fine. But if you take your time, prepare it, properly whisk, get the right butters, get the temperatures correct, moisture, everything all right, then you can have a perfectly fluffy, beautiful egg. I'll do some paint. And art and everything else in life is the same way. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Here we go. So I'm kind of imagining this being the layout for the floors. And I don't really know, like, I don't have a plan here. I'm just kind of doing what feels right. Oh man, this looks way too close to a swastika. Be comfortable with. Move this way, 90 degrees. Put this up here. Okay, I am just making. Close this off first. You know, it's crazy. Let's see. Lower this. Put that to there. All right. So now it's already starting to seem just a little bit more like intentional. And so if I was to get like, where were these machines at? Forklift. Let's put this forklift over here. Oh, okay. Well, all right. So this is the default scale it's giving us. So maybe I'll make these little areas like that. These will be like the zones where the machines go. Let's see, we'll get some of these guys. Okay, so we'll put this here. But a lot of it is really just based on like feeling. So we're gonna do a smaller scale than I thought we were originally gonna do. Originally I was thinking like a whole office area and layout map. I think this one's gonna be a little more like room by room based. So we'll have these be the walls, close to each other as I can. Okay. And then from here, basically just gonna make doubles. Clean them up nicely. That's pretty good. But you can see it's kind of veering off a little bit, and it's also exactly straight. I kind of want this to be in the wall like this. Yeah, hard to get that to work out, but this is basically what I would do. I've got this whole section. Let's connect that to that section down there. Let's see how it looks. Get a little closer. There we go. And then keep doing this. Take this whole section. Then I could take this, place it over here, rotate it 90 degrees. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Rotate the whole thing 90 degrees. That's fine. Bam, bam. I'm not filling out the edges yet because I want there to be doors and stuff, you know, pathways in here. But just like that, you can kind of see like we went from like a blank room. Now it's starting to piece itself together a bit. So it's 180. The 180 is not quite right. This is how I made the walls. All right, then we've got one more up here. And let's get this little, there we go. I want it to be just like all the others, a little bit in the walls. Although these other ones are a little bit too much. There we go. Nice. So now I can add a little more if I want. And I think what I'll do instead is add some doors. Again, I'm still kind of like feeling this map out and seeing what's what. Cardboard boxes, concrete walls, reinforced windows, sliding glass. Where did I get those other walls from? Up here. So I need to look for a door from up here. Fortified doors. Doesn't look bad. Here is better. Okay. Here we go. We'll put a door there. The door down here. No. And then we'll put a door. I feel like because I put that road, that path there, then I gotta put it here. So we'll do that. Whoa. Cancel. Okay, we gotta save after this. Because one thing I always forget. I gotta save this. Nothing worse than getting into a project and then getting a whole bunch of work done. That so you should be a little bit back. Now I'll make the doors walls also be a little bit back. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. What do you think? About like the zoom map. Imagine you were playing a game or something. I guess if it were a Fortnite map, this was an area, you know? They got plenty of stuff like that. Wall corners that always get me. Go in that corner. Guess I'll have to morph the wall. Up. I can get like a pillar there instead. No, maybe I don't need this one at all. Maybe I just put this. Wait, that doesn't help. Maybe I'll put some boxes. No, it's supposed to be the wall. I just gotta space it perfectly. Is there a way to warp this? Transform. Okay, not quite what I was thinking. There's something else I think I can do with that. Okay. Okay. Got this space here. Maybe I should put corners into the capstones, something like that. Oh yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay, so I'll make this into a square. Like 50% maybe? Yeah, there we go. Then I'll put it actually like this. Boom. we'll make this bigger. There we go. Ooh, that looks a lot better. All about creative solution. Wow. I say I'm impressed with myself. Not expect this to come together so quickly. So it's not at all what I thought it was gonna be, but it's okay. This to be on top. No, that's not quite right. About here. One thing I wish this had was like, oh, you know what it does have? It does have grids. This line. Okay, so that's a better. Yeah. I'm looking at how far both of them are out. I feel like the other one is more like this. Now I'm being very meticulous, but you know, you want symmetry, you want things to be not perfect, but I definitely think there is this sense of satisfaction when you look at something that is that way. Well, that looks better. Okay. Another one of these, we'll cut it down to 50. Spin this bad boy around. Bigger. This was the amount of space that it was covering. We're gonna have to get this door a little lower. Are the other doors fully out? No. This one is, but it shouldn't be. That's okay. There we go. So this door could be a little bit out too, that's okay. Keep moving these guys down. Since we already had them a little bit of overlapping, there's not too much of a noticeable difference. It's, you know, I don't know if I could ever do art if it wasn't, you know, I say that, but it is funny because I was actually an art specialist at one point, which is hilarious when I think back to that. I worked in an after school and summer school program. Was an art specialist and over that role for a summer. It was fun. Mostly focused on the crafts part of arts and crafts, I gotta say, but you know, I think everybody loves to create things. I think it's actually one of the few parts of the human experience that are necessary for humans to express themselves through some form of creativity. So I think it's often like a muscle that goes unused. I'm gonna adjust these guys manually because I think I shifted them. But I think that's one of the things about like the way that our workforce has developed today. I saw a recent news article kind of talking about the same thing. Gen Zers complaining about office life and basically saying like is this it? Is this what it's like? And mainly like, you know, a lot of it just being unnecessary. Not in the sense that like their jobs aren't needed, but that's just that a lot of time is spent very inefficiently on things like meetings and quotas and emails and responses and, you know, processes that are just mind-numbingly boring. So you're supposed to pretend you care so much about it, you know? And that's the part of it that kills people. That's the part that sucks people's souls away, is having to pretend part. But the I also think like the part of it, the thing about like bureaucracy and corporatism that sucks so much, is that they remove the option, the opportunity for creativity and expressive thought. Because things have to follow processes, things have to go a certain way, because obviously there's safety codes and regulations that need to be followed, and there's alarms and there's codes and whatnot. There's approval that's needed for any, you know, for most new ideas. Not to say that you can't experience something different, but it's just set up that so encouraged. And this kind of helps guide me for how far out this should be, roughly. Yeah. Put that down a layer. This up a layer, move this back up a layer. Okay. That's right. This little corner piece is out, this little corner piece is out. I feel like I can't see as much of it on this side. We'll do that. Okay. And stat, that's a cool. Let's see. Up, Philip, how's it going? Welcome. Let's see. You? All right, so we've got okay. Let's save. We're gonna call this factory. Cargo bay. Cargo. So we'll put factory. Just put factory for now. I figure out a better naming scheme. Or until I figure out what these rooms are gonna be. But at least now we've got like a framework. Move the grid. Here we go. Right now you can kind of see the vision. We've got a bit of a framework. I can move these doors and these panels and whatnot if I need to. But I like to imagine the rooms and things as a party might go through them, or how a player, a dungeon master might run or use these maps. Because one of the things I find most frustrating is when like find maps that are just so super cool, but they are so hyper specific for one thing that it leaves no options. So it's like, well, this is really cool. I would love to use this if I had a campaign with living snakes or something. But yeah. So in this case, kind of designing the maps from the perspective of someone who's going to use them in their sessions. And typically what I would do is, if I'm going to have a big area like this, maybe this is the factory. First off, you gotta think about things logically and logistic wise. How is this machine getting out of this room? So that's the first thing we've got to fix. Let's. I need some big old sliding doors of some kind. Awesome sliding gates. Reinforced windows. Okay, so here's where we start kind of really piecing things together, and this is the part that's actually the making of the map. Let's call this this big enough? First I gotta see if this thing, how big this thing has to be. Okay, for this to get through, be a tight squeeze. All right, so I'll make this a little bigger. Not enough. Right here? That seems big enough. All right. So immediately, first thing we're gonna do, for whatever reason, I've got this. We'll delete this for now. I got this orange area, and I don't know what I was doing when I was painting it, but like I said, a lot of this is just drawn by inspiration. And now that I'm actually doing it in the process, we can start doing some other stuff. These orange ones. We got the yellow one. Yellow crossing. Okay, we'll do this. This is like the kind of parking zone for this vehicle, right? Then we've got this thing. These will be the gates. Oh, they almost fit perfectly here. That's cool. Wait, do they? Oh, almost. Oh wow, that just kind of perfectly matched the background there. Okay, so this will kind of be like moving from one room to the next. This area, this is where this thing can drive. We'll do this. It's not what I thought that was gonna do. I guess I want this way. That's what I'm thinking. Go. Get this down to here. That's still not what I thought would happen. Should I be rotating? Texture scale rotation 90. Ah, there we are. Okay. All right, now I should get the desired effect. Put it to here. What the? Let's go again. Not bad. Something not quite right with it though. Maybe wish it was a little brighter. And the texture scale. I want it to be bigger or smaller? Smaller. There we go. See how this goes. All right, at least that gives a strong indication that that's where that's supposed to be. We'll put another one over here as well, just to really indicate that like this is the room where they've got the forklifts, where they've got them all parked, and where they can move them into other rooms. We'll put some other equipment in here. Let's look for red warning signs, always good. That's good on that. For the back. Yeah, I'll put these in front of the machines so that people know, like, hey, don't stand in front of these. Get hurt. What was it saying before? Yes. The lack of creativity and expression, I think, is the nail in the coffin. The thing that I think that leaves people feeling so dead and empty inside. Let's see. So yeah, I'm imagining that like these are the areas where they can come out, do their like U-turn, follow back up path, get through those gates, and go to wherever they're needed. Maybe a different factory floor. But then these could be like the rooms the maintenance crew is usually taking, the doors they're usually taking going by. But I almost feel like there would be a walking path. Like asphalt? No, we're inside of a factory. I don't feel like you'll be it. I feel like you'd just be. It's a roof, it's a roof. Oh, just we'll make it white. There you go. Nation 0. This one. Placement, we'll put it back to normal. And then basically I'm just gonna make like a little walk path. I have to find a way to curve around that corner there. But basically, I want there to be a path down to the store. I don't know how I feel about that. They've got this tool. Path tool. This is the one I'm looking for. Redraw segments. We're looking for the line tool. Yeah. Okay, this is what we're looking for. Yellow arrows. The color. Make them brighter. Hey. And we've got. Well, let's test this out first. How's it going to come out? This. It's always the curves. That's the things I hate about this tool. Wants them to be like, I don't know. Caps, opacity, layer offset, randomize offset. Offset changes where the strokings begin. No offsets. And then we've got this color, hue, opacity, blend, show guides. See if that works better. See, it's that area up front that stops. Maybe instead, if I do something that's more like, it's just because of the speed that I'm going. Huh. What a weird tool. And I guess that's sort of what I wanted. Just like, I get it thicker. This is honestly not bad. I love that it actually kind of almost takes them into the warning zone. I find that hilarious, but these are stamps. I can actually shrink this down. Like, yeah, warning. Don't go this way. Let's keep making this bigger. We'll flatten this against the background. Here we go. It basically just means that like that has now become part of the background instead of it being a camp, which it is. I'm keeping. Oh, wait, maybe I shouldn't have done that because I don't want the move these around when I change this map. I guess I'm really just gonna start the other map over. Is really what it is. All right, so I focus a lot on the ground at first here, and that's because everything's kind of like layering when you're doing stuff like this. So let's see, what would be here? Concrete walls, alarm lights. We'll put some alarm lights up here. Letting people know when that's going off. I can actually put this light right there. It's a little too bright. Put those lights. Both of those lights. Lower their saturation just a little bit. Might want to redo these orange zones here again. Anywho, let's get what are we gonna get here? Industrial boxes. Oh, goes in the corner. Let's grab this one, throw it over here. You know what's funny is that these other things look like crates, even though they are walls. But you can kind of make it look like you're stacking them a little bit here. So then I'm imagining like the party comes through, they get to this room, they see all these crates. One of these. Throw more over here. And we'll get some packages. No. Industrial barrels. Other stuff besides that. Warehouse mechanic work. Here we go. We put a pipe wall over here. Rubber crates, engines. Looking for something, I don't know, just differently shaped. Something different to go in that corner. I don't just want more boxes. Then again, it is a warehouse. We've got that. Oh, here's the street stuff. Apartments. Maybe we'll just have to change some of the shapes and stuff. Again, is often what you have to do. Horrificus. Oh, Jesus. It does look horrifying. Yeah, we're not going to play in that area today. Those cardboard boxes. That's cute. We could change the color. Where is it? It's right there. Let's change them green. And then what we can do is go to placement, go to multiple auto, and then you can kind of see the area that they're in. I'll lower the density a bit. But basically, kind of helps with the placement of these things. Let's put that color back to normal now. One more. Okay, that'll be it. So we'll put some other packages, these quote unquote crates over here. There we are. And now let's put like a rack over there. That'll be a rack, right? Or like a cabinet. Industrial shelves. There we go. That's the thing I'm thinking of. I'm gonna turn off the multiple placement auto. And we'll shrink this. I'm just gonna move these guys over a little bit. There we go. Okay, so now we've kind of got the room a bit set out. I think maybe it's just like the color of this I don't like as much. Let's increase the saturation so we can see the color. I want more of like a orange than necessarily this red. Is that why? Looks like it's different enough. Let's see. I know we did all that stuff before, but we're gonna do this. Now we're gonna try this again, now having a better idea of what it is we're doing. That's, I feel like my entire process of everything in life is that explained right there. Right up. That was interesting. All right, let's do it again. This time, now we know what we're doing. All right, let's get this down here. We are. I think I'll just fill out this space here, just so it doesn't look so squeaky clean. No, not quite right. Come on, we just gotta get right there. There we go. Pixel perfect. Okay. We got this path. We can do this again. I'm thinking actually instead, I'll make this a zone, right? This is where they park. And we'll use some dotted white lines. Come on, this has got to be able to give me a path. Click on any nodes to select. What is this talking about? Redraw portals and draw straight line or curved set. Oh, I see. Oh. Holy cow, that's different. Okay, that is actually way more way simpler than before. More than the other method I was using. Actually, let's try that with the thing down here first. Get this out of the way. See how this works. If we're starting here, am. What happens if we go straight? And those little messy areas suck. But it does look cleaner than before. At least that's an improvement. I think we can do something with this. Maybe not do maybe I still won't do that. Maybe I'll just do white. Clean white pathway behind. It may seem like I'm obsessing over this, and to be fair, I probably am. But I don't know what it is. Something I feel like this is important. I don't know why. Maybe because I feel like it adds something to the visuals. What is that? I don't know. But what it adds gives information in a way. Part of the storytelling. I feel like this is the right way. This is the way. Make this a little more narrow. just to fit the thing, right? Like I don't want it to fit the whole pathway, just the door, but also these other areas have felt a little narrow. And move the door or move this? We'll move this. Have this fill up this whole space right there. We'll have this increase all the way up to here. But that choice means I've got to fill out this, all this too. Okay. Okay. I almost feel like it'd be easier and I get a more accurate thing. No, it can't be. Let's see if I did this. Is it? Maybe. Look, chat, it's the easiest way to do this? I don't think so. Is it the best way? No. And is it working? I don't know. But this at least gives me an idea how I want this to look. We've got the gray path. Maybe what we do is get more of this rust stuff. Make that part of the edges of this path. Then it's like, not like you have a dotted line to follow, but it's more that you've got a clear middle path to take. I just don't know if it's gonna come out good. 27 by 30 feels right. 30 feels right. 61, 91. The ability to just do math while doing this, or you just use math to do this. Ah, so free. It's a little wider because it's 30. I'm down. Okay. Go. Let's take this all the way to the back. Bam. Now I can kind of just do the same down here. Okay. So that lines up. We could take this all the way to the back. Bam, bam. This is what I meant though when I say I can spend way too much time making maps. Because, oh, we had an error there. No. Oh no. We're good. Well, I wonder what's going on here. How did this happen? Did I maybe come out a little bit too much on one side? On the white? I probably did. Oh yeah. Okay, so that screws us up a little, actually. Oh yeah, I see right there. Okay, we could fix that. We could buff that right out. That's what we do. We select this instead. Oh no! We've got the same problem. More details mean more first for the players, I think. I agree. But it's also one of those things where it's like, you know, if I had an unlimited amount of time, of course I would love to do so. Man, which has got to be like one of my biggest, like, I don't like not like desires, but like if I could have, there's like that Twilight Zone episode with the guy who he wants to read his books in the library, and the whole time he's like, I want to read my books, you know, not enough time. and then he finally gets locked inside the library, the world. Like finally, no interruptions. And his glasses break. I feel like I can understand that, man. I feel like there's like not enough time in the world to do all the things, or at least not for me to appreciate them in like really the way that I would want. That looking good, good. I'll have to fix up top up there too. Okay. Always better to, you can cut a little bit. Oh, you see, so I haven't even been doing it as wide up here as I have been on the rest. Let's fix that. Okay. Now it's starting to come together. Now I feel like if I put the dotted yellow lines in the middle, it'll actually look good. Let's see. Oh, still doesn't look good. Black lines. Maybe if they were black, that'll be here. Saturation 0. Can't get this to be black though. Interesting. What if I bring up the saturation but I lower the bright? There we go. Do that. Okay. See, that I could work with. That sort of looks like, oh, keep forgetting that I gotta rotate the placement 90 degrees. So I don't want to do that. Okay. Not bad. Let me get rid of that little spot that's down there. Clear out this little spot. Something about it looks like too kid drawn in a way. Maybe if I make it more narrow, we'll go 20 pixels wide. 20 pixels wide again. Come on, mouse. God, I'm probably gonna need a new mouse because between the mouse and the keyboard recently, they have been bugging me. Let's see. Come on. Oh, I just can't get it. All right, we'll try going in this direction. Okay. I like that better. I like that a lot better. And then for this, we can just go the rest of the way. Funny. We want to be down this way. And going off the map. Okay. How I feel about that later. If I need to change it, I'll change it. But at least we've got this sort of sorted out. So now here's the thing. Here's how basically how I would work things. The fact that they're like scuffed, that's what bothers me. It makes it look like somebody took it with like crayon. I want it to be like a little more solid. Oh, nope. But I read this thing that was funny. As it said that like all the great artists throughout history have always been both procrastinators and also incredibly annoying to deal with or work with. Um, because Leonardo da Vinci would often be looking for, this is what I'll use instead. Looking for inspiration, or he would obsess over things that to his patrons seemed unimportant. They wanted him to paint something, they just told him to go paint it, and that's it. But he was obsessed over these small details that, for most people would be like, dude, what are you doing? But he knew that there were details that were going to matter. They weren't sorted out. So he would spend weeks just noodling on different ideas, trying to think of various solutions, because he knew that that small detail was going to matter. And I find that a lot of times, I think it's also why I have a very delayed processing ability, which generally just means that it take me a while to understand something fully. Not that I don't understand it fully, but fit with it and come up with something, because my brain is like a big computer, and it takes all the information and all the data and it plugs it in. Now you see, that looks a lot better. That looks like it's made for people to follow and walk along. My brain takes time for all the data inside of it to compile and organize, and then basically restructures reality based on the new information. Then it says hey, based on that, this is what's going on. And I go, oh, well, crazy. So yeah, there's a lot of times where I obsess over really small details that I know don't really matter to anybody else, or may seem unimportant, or sometimes I may grab onto things or latch onto things, and it's hey, why don't you just let this die? And it's I can't. I don't know how. I wish I could. I think there should be a little computer over here that lets you, is where I can log in and stuff, walking along the path. Imagine they come in, check in, and should probably be a path leading up this way too, but whatever. Right now it's just the red zone. Don't walk into the red zone. If you keep that consistent, that's all that matters. This is for people walking through. They walk through here. So let's see. Our players come in. This is not the first room they come into. Oh, wait a second. Now here's the crappy part. I'm gonna have to put this as forklift room. Save it as a clone. What I should have done, what I'm gonna do now, as soon as this saves, there we go. Back to my maps. Factory room 1. So this is not factory room 1. So I'm gonna turn this back into factory room 1. So basically, this is gonna be the foundation that all my other maps, or at least this set of maps, will follow along with. Light? I don't need that light anymore. Basically, since I've got the walls, I've got all the doors and everything set up, I want a room that's gonna be the template. So factory room template. That way it just makes things easier as I'm going through and building again and again. I don't have to do what I just did right now for the next room that I'm going to build. However, now that we have built that room, I'm going to kind of build its inverse, and essentially take these guys, build over here. Closer. I adjusted the other one so much. Go. Go push that back a little more. This is also like why I don't know, like there's certain things I just couldn't do. Like one of my biggest struggles when it comes to like my facial hair is that typically once I'm like, oh, this is good, down into a place. Oh, there's like one hair out of line. All right, let me just snip that. I snipped that one a little bit too much. All right, that's all right. Let me just clean up this side a little bit. Oh, all right. Well, I guess I'll just clean up this side. And that just goes on again and again and again. Because just gotta touch it. Okay, so this is 100. Keeping the scale sizes consistent, just so that it makes sense for the players. I don't really like when you go from one map to the next and like the scale of the map is different. It just like takes me off guard, takes me out of it a little bit. It'd be big enough. Yeah. So this would be the room where the forklifts would come into. Now, I'm gonna make these a little more open spaced, make it feel like part of a bigger room, perhaps. With another area over here, and maybe something this side where it seems like they could. Maybe this is where they can get in and out from. Maybe this is like one of the cargo doors. Yeah, this could be a cargo door. Conveyor motors. Want something that's gonna give it the impression of big cargo door. Carrying platforms. Oh yeah, I know these are carrying platforms, but I'm kind of seeing if they can give the impression of big cargo doors. So I make them like this. Make them flatter. Okay. If it wasn't for like these little nubs in the front. This area here, I feel like this would work out pretty good. It's like a big ass door that the cargo door. Let me find another shape that fits better, but right now that's our #1 contender. Oh, look at this. Reinforced windows. That could just be over. Yeah, that's what it looks like. That could be. There we go. Then basically this would be where the loading bay would be. That, rotate that. It should be the other way around. Here. Then we've got our pathway for our vehicles. Don't go into the red zone. I feel like it should be a little wider than it's actually necessary. Alright, red zone is bad. So we've got... Basically, I'm just imagining like... Oh, oh, oh. It always gives me a heart attack every time I press that button. What we're gonna do, we're just gonna go like this. But I really just want... No, clean line, clean line. Was there any point in me stopping it there? Okay, so something... We have this just continue on into here. Yeah, that sort of makes sense. Alright. What am I saving this as? This, yeah, that's right. This is not the template anymore. This is going to be the factory... What is it called? Cargo? Shipping and receiving? And receiving. Okay. What's funny is how much the size of the first factor is so off guard. Because if I was making this like into a bigger battle map, let's say, or the kind of situation where like I was making this the kind of situation where I didn't want just to be like just the little areas, but maybe I wanted to have the whole like factory layout, you know. I'd go like this up here. What is this? We're up there, buddy. Like we up there earlier. Do something like this probably. There. This one I will flip that. These, there we go. This is kind of what my first plan was. If you remember at the top of the stream where I was discussing like, oh yeah, I'll have the manager. I'll have like their office be here, and whatnot. Actually, this is how it would be. Put like this. This. Bam, like that. Is over. Sure, I think it's better if it this. I could see. All right, other idea. Probably does look better overall. But if I needed to make a map, like I said, this is kind of how I would go about starting it. Put some doors. Door there, door there, door there. Biggest enemy of the party, doors. Actually, it doesn't look terrible. This is a little crooked. Gotta fix all these walls. Anywho, I think that's gonna be it for me today. Ringtail spire layer. I've got to get ready for that bit. That'll be fun. And some of these walls are just different sizes. How did that happen? But I mean, I guess not bad for this stream. I did get factory template done. That's a plus. Did get one room, the of setup. Just like I said, I don't know what quest we'll have that'll be on it, but this would be more like a broken up area. Anywho, I gotta stop this because I'll keep on. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Have a good one.